Hi y'all, Erin Loeffler here. I am a senior working towards my psychology major with a minor in neuroscience as well as criminal justice. I think what drew me to psychology was living in an era of people with really messed up ways of looking at things and experiencing some chaos in my own life and wanting to understand it. And I think from an early age, I just kind of had an ability to sit in front of a person having a behavior. I think it was probably a trauma response, but it gave me the ability to understand what about their history helped to form their ways of responding and their practices of engaging with the world around them. The reason I decided to take the course on religion and spirituality, it's actually been one of my goals since the beginning of registering for school. I was very moved in my own life to find steps towards my own personal healing inside of spirituality. I was raised Catholic, and that was scarring. And my adventures in religion took me through Jehovah's Witness and different forms of non-denominational Christianity but all mostly the Abrahamic religions. My children have had lots of experiences with religion in their life, good and bad, and they all have their own spiritual practices of some kind, which I found one that was very powerful for me, and it was more a spiritual practice than it was a religious practice. And I was lucky enough to have been able to spend a couple of years apprenticing with a Quero Peco, or a Peruvian, like Andean mountain shaman. And the experiences that I had in that apprenticeship helped me understand that our spiritual connection, or connection to others, is vital for how we show up sometimes for ourselves in a society where we are disconnected from our own inner being, like our body compared to our mind, compared to our spirit or our energetic connection to all. Inside of that work, I found the courage to make some giant life adjustments, including going back to school at a very late stage in the game. But I also found some beautiful ways to share with other people that involve like self-love practices and acceptance and finding the gift in even the dark moments. I wanted to explore and come into this class how that could be used to, whether you label it spiritualism or religiosity of any kind, when you are working face-to-face with a client, whether or not some of those practices could be used as let's say homework assignments for them as they work on their own healing. My goal for this course is to kind of dissect my own personal theory and keep myself humble in my beliefs. I am, as I'm working through neuroscience as well, I'm understanding that some of these practices that these ancient cultures have worked with have very strong, like somatic implications for how we are kind of able to rewire the brain, in that we are exercising a new neuro pathway. And it helps us to give positive meaning to where fear and anger and sadness once were, where doubt shows up when we have experienced certain things, or when we are now experience trauma or fear or phobias because of behavior or experiences. I guess that kind of does include a fun fact about me, having gone and spent this time, that I was gifted a mesa, or a table is what the word means, but it's effectively like an altar that I can carry with me or not, and that I am considered a Nustra, or a female by birth sex shaman in their culture, and I have a spirit name from them. And I guess another, like this, I will be wearing one of these almost every day, and it is a tool that we use to exhale hucha, or negative energy, and use our intention to call in a more positive than we're experiencing outcome. So I am looking forward to hearing everybody's perspectives on this subject matter. Thank you for including me in the class, and good luck to everybody. I hope it goes well for us all.